Gotham Knights ended its story with many threads still dangling. And the potential for Gotham Knights to, from technical improvements to story expansions, is too great to ignore. From villains still at large to still relatively new knights to Gotham City's sole protectors, there are plenty of elements of Gotham Knights that a sequel could pick up on and work with. The framerate and co-op limitations that held up the game's release could be removed and reworked, providing enough fodder for a truly great sequel. Warning: the following video contains spoilers for Gotham Knights. A sequel to Gotham Knights has many story threads to pick up on from the first game. Gotham Knights League of Shadows and the Illuminati-style Court of Owls are both still at large, having escaped the first game without being dismantled. Players don't know how the Knights are seen as Batman's successor, and a sequel could show more of Gotham City's reaction. But story concerns aside, there are also a few technical improvements, like better graphics, more detailed cutscenes, and seamless 4-player co-op that would make a Gotham Knights sequel shine. The League of Shadows and the Court of Owls are still a threat to the Gotham Knights. Gotham Knights ends without properly defeating any of its main villains. Although they started off as the main villains of the play, the Court of Owls were quickly eclipsed by the League of Shadows, leading to Gotham Knights repeating Batman Arkham's worst trope, after which the villains of the poster have been swept under the rug in favor of a more recognizable one. Enemy. Its early release leaves the new voice of the court with the potential to play a major role in Gotham Knights 2. Though in the end neither group completed the game imprisoned, a sequel could show the Knights' continued efforts to disband the two groups and complete their arcs. Gotham Knights doesn't show much of Gotham's reaction to the Knights. Set immediately after Batman's death, players of Gotham Knights may miss Batman, but the game doesn't give much insight into the audience's reaction to the loss of their Dark Knight. Most people don't know that Batman is dead because they think he's missing, and a chronologically later sequel might show more of the audience's reaction to Batman's death. The presence of civilians in Gotham Knights was touted, but little was done with them, and they didn't seem to react to Batman's death. The Gotham Knights haven't faced the majority of Batman villains yet. Aside from Court of Owls and League of Shadows, the only villains that appear in the base version of Gotham Knights are Mr. Freeze, who has returned to his life of crime, Harley Quinn, who begins as an uncomfortable ally, Penguin, who isn't even a villain and a Clayface with amnesia. There are still dozens of villains from Batman's rogues gallery that the Knights could face. Seeing Joker return to Gotham to wreak havoc without Batman stopping him would make for an interesting story. Aside from the Joker, there are also no sightings of Two-Face, Scarecrow, Riddler, Poison Ivy, or Catwoman in the game, meaning a sequel always has a selection of high-profile villains. More Knights is a must for a Gotham Knights sequel. The game features 4 playable heroes, but Gotham Knights only has 2-player co-op. A 4-player mode is planned for the near future, but in free play players can only join one other friend on their night patrols. Having the ability to have all 4 horsemen in Gotham at the same time would do wonders for immersion and enjoyment, making the group feel more like a team. Whether players choose to patrol different parts of the city at once or all team up to take on a greater challenge, having all 4 Knights together as they roam freely is a logical next step for the series, making co-op weirder than ever before. Gotham Knights ready for it. Choice. Having more than one Knight per scene outside of the bell tower would also increase the verisimilitude of the experience and give the game the feel of all the Knights working together on the field rather than one Knight tackling one problem at a time. The technical improvements would make Gotham Knights 2 shine. There has been a lot of talk about the technical specifications of Gotham Knights on console platforms. Notably, it's limited to 30 frames per second on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X, and as a sequel could improve the technical aspects and finally bring full 60 feet to consoles, as well as fix various other technical issues that have plagued the game since launch. Not only that, but the game's systems could also be improved. Optimizing the in-game transmog and crafting systems to make them more player-friendly, and adding more mod chip instructions would do wonders for players' understanding of these key systems. Gotham Knights laid the groundwork for what could be a very successful and popular series. Gotham Knights isn't just a sequel to Batman Arkham, combining the rich lore of the Batman mythos with tight gameplay, drop-in drop-out open-world co-op, and an open-ended narrative. It has everything it takes to make a sequel worthy of standing in the shadows of Batman is original, as are the knights who prove themselves worthy of being Batman's successor. By overcoming the issues listed above, a Gotham Knights sequel could very well be the game of the year.